Hi guys! Today I want to talk to you about the Miguel story. So what's the Miguel story? If you're familiar with my books, you probably are associating the name Miguel with two different people. One is Jorge Hernandez's brother who died when he was very young, and the other is his son, who is of course his namesake. So the story of Miguel is quite sad. It comes back to his Jorge Hernandez is obviously his days back in Mexico when he's a child. His younger brother, he talks about him as if he kind of thought he was a little bit maybe flamboyant. He might have suspected he was gay, and he was a little nervous because his father was very homophobic. And he purposely tried to do things to make him more aggressive and get him into more, more masculine, we'll say, for lack of a better way of putting it, masculine sort of activities. So, in one particular day, and this is when it happened, this sad occasion, his cousin came along and had a dirt bike. And Jorge Hernandez was 12 years old, and he thought, oh my God, I want to get on that. And he's always been that kind of just jump out there and do something kind of guy. He's always been somebody who's just kind of went ahead, did what he wanted, and thought about later, even as a child. And you'll see that if you read the books as an adult. It didn't really escape him. But as a child, of course, more so. And he jumped on the dirt bike, and he said, Miguel, get on. And of course, he was a little hesitant, but he gets on with him. And of course, this is the 80s, no helmets, no, you know what I mean? It was just a whole different time. We didn't know safety, and I guess to some degree that's probably still the same with some people. Now you see people on dirt bikes, motorcycles, whatever, no helmets. Anyways, the point is they were kids, and it was just, in his mind, very innocent thing to do. Unfortunately, he didn't know how to drive a dirt bike. He just kind of thought he did, like a lot of children would. Never been on one probably before. I don't really get into that. And they have an accident, and his brother dies. So, which is very sad and very traumatic, and his family, his father especially, blames him, and beats him very badly. And he sort of becomes the outcast, which sort of will show you how he sort of propelled into the kind of person he ended up being. And it also kind of shows how loyalty and family matter to him, but he doesn't necessarily see it as the blood relations, and how he kind of went out and sought a new family, which is often the case with people who end up in sort of gangs and whatnot. It's sort of that you're seeking something a little bit more than what you have in your own life. Anyway, to get off topic, as I always do, anyway, back to the story. So this is what happened to his brother Miguel, and he talks about him quite frequently. And he still has scars on his back from when his father beat him savagely the night of his brother's death. So there wasn't a lot of compassion. There wasn't a lot of understanding toward him. They seen him as the problem, and he has that sort of ingrained in his mind. But it in his case, made him stronger. But there is this part of him that still is kind of that struggles with this. Obviously, I mean, it's huge. It's a huge, traumatic, horrible event. And so years later, he has a son and decides to call him Miguel. And he is. He says he feels very healed by that, and he sees his brother in this child, which is a very nice kind of coming full circle sort of thing. And Miguel, his son, we're just getting to know him. He's only a baby yet, but he likes to laugh a lot. He likes to smile a lot. He already seems a bit like his father, in that he will just, he's a kind of a bit of a daredevil. And that's fun. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this character as he grows up, and then maybe eventually, who knows? Maybe there'll be a series with him and his sister Maria, who adores him. There's not a lot of sibling rivalry there. She really loves this baby. She's old enough to kind of understand what's going on, and she's not really young, so she doesn't. If she was really young, she might feel more competitive with him, but she feels like she's the adult in his life too. So she already thinks she's an adult at 12, and she's an adult in his life and a caregiver. Anyway, so that's sort of the story of Miguel. I really love it. I really love where it can go. I really enjoy learning about this new character and how he develops. He's just a baby, but anybody who has babies know they have their distinct personality, and throughout the series I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more about him. Interesting to see where he goes in the future, what kind of person he ends up being, and that is the story of Miguel. Have a great day, guys, and oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, share with your friends, share this video, and check out the series on Mima on Fire. I had to think for a minute what my website was. Mima on Fire. There's a link at the very top. Says series. You can learn all about it right there. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.